I've been involved with the program for 3 years now, and one of the best parts is not only having the class involved, but also going to Qatar and having a full week-long conference to interact, have discussions, and really put what we've learned in class and what we've worked on into action. We've been working on preparing the topics and the background papers, doing research, building a basis of knowledge, and then once we get to the conference, it's really exciting to see all the students putting that information into real-life situations and applying it to real-life problems.
We were partners and we were assigned to discuss or lead the discussion on socially sustainable transportation.
There are remarkable parallels between Houston and Doha. They're both sprawling cities in a way very automobile dependent.
Matthew and I, and also Jacinta, we were doing a health-focused discussion, so we were focusing on how to improve the health quality of low-income populations.
One of my favorite recommendations that came out of almost everyone's, but I'll talk specifically about how it reflected in our paper, was like the need for increased communication and collaboration between civil society organizations, and just looking at how you can leverage one another's resources if you just had that potential for collaboration.
I think our challenge was mainly trying to provide enough background so that people could take that and then move forward and make new recommendations.
It was refreshing to be able to jump back into discussions about these topics that actually are very important to the world.
The Qatari delegation who were involved, they were incredible. Like, I got to know Yusuf really well, Saba really well, and we had a great time, you know, in the discussions. They had great ideas and great input, and then also outside of the discussion, like playing ping pong with Yusuf was, you know, one of my favorite memories from the trip.
I was very fascinated and amazed by the Qatari students that we met, and their dedication to education.
Just like with our cohort at Rice, how everyone was like very different in terms of academic interests, and like med school, engineering, policy for us too. They actually had the same diversity, which was interesting.
The last day we were there, we made a brief visit to a mosque. You know, going into it and saying, man, like, here is this religion that so many people have such a biased view of for no reason. And here it is in its authentic form. It was really enlightening in a way, you know, getting to witness that firsthand. That's something I'd never done before.
I really enjoyed seeing the call to prayer as we saw the imam like over the loudspeaker, and that's carried out throughout the streets. I thought that was really cool. Getting to see that firsthand was awesome.
I think one of my favorite parts was just going around the city, whether it was driving or walking in the souk.
Getting our late night food and coffee and smoothies. That was a lot of fun, just getting to talk both about the conference and about other things as well.
Sand duning was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, that was
We drove about an hour outside of Doha, and right when we hit the sand, they deflated the tires. The students and chaperones are split up into about 3 different SUVs, each with a Qatari driver. We caravanned up and down the desert dunes for about an hour outside of Doha.
I've never done anything like that before, and I don't know the next time we'll get to, and I loved it.
Go!
Well, it was really interesting to see a place that's so unique. It's really like no other in the world.
The thing that I enjoyed the most was talking to people. Every time I went somewhere, I made effort to reach out to the local people and ask them about how they like their life in Qatar and Doha, how they like where they're from, how long they've stayed in Doha.
Traveling to Qatar has given me a different view, I guess, of the region overall, and recognizing the diversity between the different countries that I would not probably have been able to realize truly if I hadn't ever gone.